My name is Father Robert McKay. I'm the parochial vicar here at Sacred Heart Parish, Saratoga. That was a bit of a journey, because when I was a child, of course I was fascinated by the mystery of Mass, because I went to a convent school. And so as a boy I played Mass. My brothers and sisters had to suffer, because I made them eat all sorts of things for communion. And then I kind of lost interest when I was an adolescent. But then when I was about 14, I wondered if I had a call. So I joined the Christian Brothers of Ireland, actually, as a teacher, because I thought I'd like to teach. So I went there at the tender age of 15. And while I was there, in fact, I was on a retreat, and the Dominican priest who was doing the retreat, I went to see him, and I said to him, I'd like to become a Dominican brother rather than a Christian brother. And he said to me, well, why don't you become a priest? And my response at that time, because I was naive and young, I said, I don't think I'm clever enough. So, then I went back home after this time, and then I was, again, the Dominican tradition is always to kneel down after Mass for a blessing. So I used to go to Saturday morning Mass, and the pastor always, I used to kneel and put his hand on my head. And I was in my senior year at high school at that time, and then he left his hand on my head, and so I looked up, and he said to me, have you ever thought of becoming a priest? And I said, yes, I have, but I don't want to go into the religious life again and then leave like I did at the age of 16. He said, that's no disgrace, of course. We should pursue it if that's really what you want to do. And so I did. I went to the Oblates of Mary Immaculate, because they had a school and I wanted to teach. And so I joined that congregation. And I was there until I was a deacon. And during my diaconate year, I transferred to the Diocese of Pretoria in South Africa. The irony, though, is when I was a young fellow, I wanted to be an accountant, because I thought accountants live very luxurious lives. My brother, John, wanted to be a priest, and I thought he was quite crazy. He's the accountant today, and I'm the priest. And that's how it worked out. Well, for most of my life as a priest, I've been in education, as I've indicated. First in high school, I taught English and religion to seniors and juniors. And then I came over to the United States in 1982, and I did my studies, the master's studies, at the Santa Clara University in counseling psychology. Then went back to South Africa and taught at the University of South Africa, and did my doctorate at that same time on the issues of dying and death in Western culture. I came back here because I was offered a job at Notre Dame University at Denny Moore in Belmont. And then after teaching there for a brief period, I then went into hospital ministry. So I did my training and internship at O'Connor Hospital. I was there for 13 years, a brief spell at Stanford. And then I felt, it's time to go to a parish environment again. Since that I'd only spent 1 year in a parish after my ordination. And so Father Gary and I had a meeting, and he needed some help here, and I was very happy to come and help him. And so I was invited to come here by the bishop and Francilia, and so I feel very happy about that.